Hey everyone, what is up? I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today, we are doing something that I haven't seen done in The Sims 4 yet. Maybe it has, but I haven't seen it. I am rebuilding the Dursleys' house in The Sims 4. You can actually see it in the corner right here, the front and the back. But I'm not just rebuilding it, I'm actually renovating it. So I added these windows in temporarily just to try and get a sense of the spacing for the build, and now I'm going in and updating it with new windows, new paint, new finishes. I totally redid the inside, and I just wanted to do something I hadn't seen done. Everyone has rebuilt this house in every Sims game before, many times over, and it looks fantastic every time. So I wanted to give it my own little spin. What I think if you lived in the Dursleys' house now, what would it look like? Or what could it look like? So I hope you enjoy my little take on it. My name's Nick. I didn't introduce myself. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for joining. I build houses and just lots in general in The Sims 4. I also am thinking about playing other games. Let me know some of your favorite games to play, if there's anything that I should add to my rotation. Anyways, some fun facts about this house. I turned it into a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, semi-detached house. It's actually fully detached, but I made it with the other house in mind. So I didn't add windows to the farthest right wall of the garage because that would be where the next house was attached. But because it is on the end, I added windows to the other side, which I thought was super fun. It is perfect for, obviously, a Harry Potter fan. It has some great outdoor space that I'm actually decorating right now. I love the different fences and patios. There's some nice seating out here. I think the landscaping is really nice. Right now I'm trying to blend the house into the landscape around it. I built it in Windenburg, and it's definitely this like suburban house in this city center location, but I think it's really nice. It looks really cute, and I just love the extra details of matching the stone on the floor surrounding the lot to the corners and leading up to the different pathways to the house. Potentially, this would be like an old historic house, or like a really wealthy family would live there and have just renovated it. I think I might rebuild something on this lot that fits the general scenery of Windenburg more. That sounds really fun. One thing I did actually, I added that bicycle out front, which you wouldn't drive to this house because of the location. You would have to walk or bike or, I don't know, maybe like moped or something to your home. So I didn't want to add a car, I added a bike instead, and I thought that was really fun. And the house just sits so nicely in the little environment that it's in. I hope you think so as well. Now we are already inside, and you see I have the floor plan. It's totally modern. There's this like, right now it's a floating staircase without rails. I'm adding rails right now. I didn't even realize that I was missing that when I started, which was kind of fun. And then I added it in. I think it would be cool to have it fully floating though, but I don't know how safe or realistic that is. I wanted to go with an open floor plan. I was debating whether to keep the original floor plan, or I guess not like the original, but the different recreations that I saw online of what the Dursleys' house could look like. But then I figured, it is a remodel. I can play around with it however I want. So I tried to keep some things the same, but I rearranged like the kitchen to be at the back of the house, which in the floor plan for the real house, I did a lot of research for this one. In the floor plan for the house that actually exists, the kitchen is where the living room is. But in the Dursleys' house in the movies, I believe it's pictured in the back of the house. So just some deviations. I guess mine follows it more in the movie style. I also built it without the little sunroom that is out back in the later movies. I just didn't really have the room for it on this lot, and that's okay. I think it looks really great. I added these windows to the side, these small ones, and I thought they look really, really nice. You have that amazing view, and that's pretty much the only reason I added them. I just figured I would not want to live in a house like this and not be able to see the river. That would be such a shame. So there's those little picturesque windows. Now I'm adding in the kitchen, which was actually way smaller than I thought, so I wanted to mess around with how it looked. So I added these, what in my mind would be like faux cabinets, because you wouldn't actually be able to like pull the drawer out on that side, but I don't think you would sit there either, like to eat, because you have the full dining room. So I just added these like faux cabinets, and you would be able to access it from the interior side of the kitchen, if that makes any sense. I love the big modern windows. Those are from the new Greenhouse Haven, I believe it's called, kit. I just got it because there were new windows, and I always can use new windows, and I think they look really nice in this house, and they let in really cool shadows. This kitchen is a really nice floor plan. I don't really do open concept floor plans that much because I think it's really hard. In my head, it makes sense to have smaller, or not necessarily smaller, but separate rooms connected by hallways and doors and archways and things like that. But I challenged myself to make it work, and I love what I did. I just used kind of very minimal walls to separate the downstairs. Upstairs, I have a really unique front bedroom. It's really long and skinny, which is interesting. The bed only fits in a few places, but I really, really enjoyed it. It is such a cool shape and makes the space really interesting. I also used this orange and blue color palette, which was unexpected. I changed that kind of later. I was planning to do everything a bit more neutral in this room. I actually wasn't even going to put a bed in it, but I realized I could fit one, and it would be really cool to have that in there. This is another bedroom just with a single bed. I don't think you could fit a double bed comfortably because you wouldn't be able to walk around it. So it makes for a really nice like teens room or a kids room. I added this egg chair, and I kept it just a really simple room, and I think that fit it really nicely. And now we're on to the primary suite, I imagine, and I added lots of clothing storage because I figured you would need that in this house. Anyways, we are pretty much done with the build now. I hope you like what I did with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. You can find me on all social media at NickLastGame. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Bye.